Relax.
Mm-hmm.
Vibey.
Vibes.
Where'd you get that from?
You
made it up.
Candid.
Yeah. It's all candid. It's not candid if you say it's candid, is it?
And spell candid.
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 Should we stop there?
Yeah, I don't know what
That's
that
the end of
means.
it.
Right. Hi.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to the third episode of Cup of Tea. We're just going for it these days, aren't we? We're just powering through these episodes.
Yeah.
Today on the show, in the presence of this elegant atmosphere, I have Pedro MINAS here. Wonderful actor, worked together before, not in something major, but we did do a couple of little bits and pieces together. Talks about wanting to collaborate in the future properly, but this is great to have as well. Today we're going to talk a little bit about creating opportunities. We spoke a little bit about this before, and I thought you'd be a lovely guest to come on and talk a little about your experience and what you've been through. So there's going to be some people that do know you. Maybe there'll be some people that don't know you.
Yeah.
But for the minority of people that don't know you, who are you, Pedro Minas? Tell the people.
People.
Who are you?
I am, in fact, Pedro Minas. I am Brazilian. Do you want that kind of spiel or?
This is not my thing. This is your thing.
Right. I am an actor. A trained actor. I you know, as I have said to you before.
Oh, did you tell me that?
No. That I would like to see myself as a creator.
Yes, you did
know,
say that. Yeah.
Because why limit ourselves, right?
Yeah, you don't want to limit yourself.
No, you can do everything.
Yeah.
Because if you want to say you're an actor, that's what you are. So I feel like if you encompass all of that into, you know, a little bowl of creativity.
Yeah. You don't want to put yourself in a box, you know.
No. You want to put yourself in a bowl.
Exactly. yeah.
An open bowl.
An open. Oh, you don't want to close the bowl.
You don't want to. No. How can you close a bowl?
You put a plate over. You put a plate over it to contain the heat.
Right.
That's how you close a bowl.
You can't close a bowl. You
can't. Okay.
Don't destroy my mind.
Anyway.
That is me. I create things.
Mm-hmm. Oh, you create things.
Do you
create opportunities?
Opportunities. What are opportunities?
Yeah, that's a whole nother.
That is very deep.
That's a whole nother interview.
So, but I think we can.
We can touch upon it today.
Yes, we can.
Yeah, definitely.
What are opportunities to you?
You know, we talk about, when I called you before and talked to you about this show, the whole idea of creating opportunities, you know, I sort of gave the example of, I started acting myself about, what year? It's 2019. I started about a year and a bit ago. And I know the interview's not about me, but just 10 seconds. I wasn't getting any roles. I wasn't getting any auditions. I didn't know how to go about it. I felt a little bit, you know, discouraged. It was quite difficult. So just one example I usually give is, I said, no, look, I'm going to go out there. If I can't get it from someone else, why rely on other people?
Exactly.
Why don't I just write my own script?
Yeah.
And I wrote my own script. And I casted myself as the lead actor, as you do, you know. And now that's actually part of my show reel, you know.
That saved me from myself.
It was The Artist, actually. The one just
I don't
before
know that one.
I'll show it to you after
Oh, wow.
this. Yeah. Saved me from myself,
right.
That was the...
But you casted yourself in that too.
Yeah, exactly.
Seeing a pattern. But that's great.
Yeah.
So you create opportunities.
Yeah, but yeah, because I just felt you can't rely on other people all the time.
Yeah.
And sometimes you need to make that for yourself. No one's going to do it for you.
Right.
So has there been? Can you give an example of where you've created your own opportunity?
Well, I haven't taken that leap like you have done, and you know, even though I would like to really much. You know how we have many ideas, but we don't really make them into something. Well, you have, because you're amazing. But other people, like myself, we haven't really done that thing where we just, you know, I'm going to write this thing, now I'm going to shoot it, because there's also insecurities involved with everything that you want to achieve.
Massively.
And own worst enemy and all that stuff, you know, I could write a whole book about it. Which I'm not going to do, because I'm criticizing myself again. Do you see where I get that full circle?
I see, yeah.
Like that. So for me, opportunities also means to just do little things that help you achieve what you want to achieve. It's more about thinking, well, okay, very like superficial example. You want to be cast as, let's say, Spider-Man in Tom Holland is great, but you know,
Mm.
Spider-Man, who wouldn't want to be? What do
Yeah.
you need to do first? You know, get physically fit, learn acrobatics.
Mm.
So go and do it. So maybe, don't know if that made sense, but in my head it did. So it's about learning new skills, making new things, meeting new people in the industry, or, you know, not just actors, but also like producers, writers, people who are starting out, or people who have been in the industry for a while. Because by meeting them, you don't really know what can happen in the future, you know, further down the line.
Massively.
So I feel like to me, networking and stuff, that's where I met you.
Yeah,
from
exactly.
networking.
Yeah.
And we have, hi. And this is the third
Reenactment.
time that I'm meeting you.
Yeah, incredibly.
Third episode. And third time meeting. 3.
That was good. That was good, yeah.
So, see, that was an opportunity
And
that I
look where we are
created
now, yeah.
because I went there.
And so did I. And that's both our energies just came, yeah. And it just directly hit.
We're here.
We are there.
Exactly. And this is
a
a triangle.
Yeah.
You and I, opportunity created.
Yeah.
Illuminati confirmed.
Okay, I just want to go back quickly
Yeah.
to that point of being your worst enemy. Why do you think that we criticize ourselves so harshly these days? Something I do all the time. Many people tell me they do it. What was your circumstance for it? How did it happen with you? And why do you think that we continue our worst enemy?
The criticizing?
Yeah,
part?
of ourselves, yeah.
What
Because
that?
I feel like a lot of the time that's what gets us down, you know.
Mm.
And I think, you know, this is my opinion, but a lot of the times I create in my head like, oh, this person's putting pressure on me, that person's putting pressure on me, oh, they want me to do it, but you know, but actually it's actually myself that's putting all the pressure on me.
Yeah.
You know, and I've been thinking to myself, well, where does that come from? It's this internal pressure. It's not external for me, you know, because it's all in my head. How do you see it? Do you see it as an insecurity thing or?
Definitely insecurity, which are both internal and external factors to me. It's not just all internal, or else you would be saying that insecurities are just false and you wouldn't really value them as a thing, but they are. You can obviously say that it's because of the world we live in today, but you know, it has something to do with it, insecurities, you know, because it is much more of a connected world.
You're
Which
right. I don't know why it
disconnect
feels
us.
so internal. It's
Because it has been internal. It's not like it's just something that came out of nowhere. It has been around forever. People have gone.
You're right.
It's part of human nature because we strive to be better all the time. We humans, we are not really 100% happy with ourselves, especially
not even 30%.
because we know deep down that we can do better. But if we're comfortable, what's the point in being better? And I think to me, it has what it was as well. It's not just it's not the fear of failure, something I've realized, because obviously who wants to fail? Even though you need to fail in order to achieve something good.
To succeed, yeah.
That's just, how it goes. But what I also have realized is fear of success in a way. Not that you don't want success, but you are already concerned about not achieving it, but once you achieve, what's going to happen then?
Yeah, it's the fear of the unknown.
Exactly. So it's all that. It's just that abyss of insecurity. And to me, I am, just the way I grew up and of my circumstances, I just tend to overthink about a lot of stuff.
That's
and it's about seeing that and trying to break that. It's really, like you said, it's more about fighting yourself or your anxieties than other people's opinions.
Overthinking is a massive one, and I think that's something that I'm going to do a whole nother show on because overthinking, sometimes we create these false circumstances or scenarios in our head which are not realistically going to come to fruition.
Never happen.
But exactly. But they make us so sad, and we just think it becomes our own little reality in our head. We just find ourselves, like you said, worst enemy of ourselves. We're creating those images in our mind. But going back to acting, then on a slightly brighter note, just a more cheery note. What got you into acting? Where did that all begin? Where did the first?
Well, we're dropping a little bit back into sadness and happiness up and down, but as life goes. I remember I've been acting, school plays and stuff like that since I was small. I remember when I was in high school, so I think it would be, I don't even know how it works here, sixth form? Or year 7, 8?
Yeah.
So that.
Yeah.
That
year 7 to year 11.
Because I graduated at 15.
High school, yeah. Okay, yeah.
So that's
high
how
school,
it goes.
yeah.
Yeah, so in high school. You know, I was going through some stuff. You know, wasn't I really disliked school. So first of all, like many people have. But because of that, I was cast in a play that we did in school that was about what I was experiencing, which was like bullying and just, you know, rejection and all that. So they cast me in it, and I felt fantastic because I was like, oh, look at that.
The actor, you know?
Yeah, you know, and that gave me, but I kind of let that go after a while. I was like, that was it. We performed it in front of people. It was very exciting. But then I didn't do any of that. I was always very much into film, and I would find myself watching the film, you know, an hour and a half of film, but then watching 5 hours worth of behind the scenes on the DVDs and all that stuff. That would just really fascinate me a lot. But I never really thought of it as an actual, you know,
when you were that
profession.
Young, when you were that young, did you know that acting could be a career, long-term career? Was it like something you just idolized? Like
no, to me it was very separate. I don't even know how you could become it. Like it was never like a thing where it's like I will become an actor.
I still don't.
It's just they exist. It's like they're mythical creatures that are just handpicked from an actor's bush.
Yeah.
That's how it felt to me. And I don't know how until when I was, like I told you, I was doing psychiatric nursing.
Yeah.
Very tough environment.
Very.
Mentally very, like energetically, just very tough. I did like it. I was working in that field for 3-4 years. Wow. Until I got to a point where I was looking into human nature a lot more. Like I just started seeing myself more into, because these people were going through hardships, I just found it very inhumane how people were treated. And I started seeing them as people, not as like just pieces of meat that had to be medicated.
Objects, yeah.
Yeah. So I stopped that.
It's not their fault that they...
No, it's not. And, you know,
it could happen to anyone.
Exactly. And that's why people need to talk about it. And I found myself just being in a dark place. Like, extremely honest. I'm not here like, oh, it's going to be a sad story. But I found myself in a dark place where I had to stop working there. I had to stop studying. And a friend of mine, a dear friend of mine, she just said, look, I go to this theater group. Join us. I was so anxious about that. And then I ended up joining anyway. I went there. It was great. You know, we were nervous in the beginning, new people. But then I remember we were talking about a play and I was getting more and more into it. And then I remember it was...
like you were realizing your passion?
Yeah. And I think
crazy.
It hit me when I was on stage and it's that nervous, like, I want to puke everywhere. Yeah. That nervous feeling. But you get on stage and it just comes over you and you just do it. And then you get out and it's like you're on a high.
Yeah.
That's when I realized that I want to keep doing that.
Yeah.
And then it was real quick after that. Did those plays, like 6-7 shows, and found myself applying for the first school that I could find, which was for a screen acting school in East London. Found myself applying to that, being invited, coming to London, being accepted, and then moving here 2 months later. So it was all very quick, just because of that one moment. Yeah.
Wow, that is crazy that you literally felt it in that moment, just your passion coming to life. What message do you want to send to the world? If it is in that format, a message, what message do you want to send to the world through your acting? Or how do you want to change the world through your acting? What do you want to put out there with this beautiful medium of acting that you have? What effect would you like it to have on potentially fans or an audience, or, you know, the people that are watching?
I would like to give back what I have received growing up, which was, you know, obviously a lot of good distraction, fun, but also, you know, when you watch things back when you're older, things that you like to watch when you're younger, and you realize the messages that they have in those films, and how they somehow have shaped you as a human being.
Yeah,
I want to be doing things like that, starting conversations, tackling topics that are either not that people don't talk about or are forgotten or just not honored enough. Hence is why we kind of have a connection there as well with the mental health stuff, because I think that's a very important thing that has to be talked about. Like, obviously people talk about it now, but it's still very much a taboo in a lot of ways. So I think I'm not here all about, let's just talk about problems and, the world is so dark, let's talk about it. I feel like, yes, let's have some of that, but I also want just, realize that because life can be really hard like that, to just have fun and, do those crazy little roles where you don't have to have any meaning. It's just about you enjoying that moment, having fun and making other people laugh. Or enjoy or
live
dream.
in the moment.
Exactly. A mix of that.
Okay, so two questions, okay, and then we'll wrap it up. But just before we get to that question that you're dreading,
Right.
I told I'm going to ask you one question at the end. I'm not going to tell you the question, but it's going to be a very direct question. Obviously, your passion came when you were slightly younger for acting. What advice, in the light of this whole creating opportunities for yourself, what advice would you give to any, I know you're young yourself, but young actor, like for example, the age when you found your passion around 15, 16, what advice would you give to a young actor, 15, 16, 17, even younger maybe, that they watch films, they watch TV shows, they see actors, but they don't necessarily know how to. They see acting, but maybe they idolize it, or they don't realize that it could be a career. What advice would you give to a young actor that's for them it's only a dream, only a vision, to help them actually put them in a place where they can create an opportunity for themselves? Whereas it telling their parents that maybe they want to be an actor, just baby steps. But what advice would you give to anyone? To create an opportunity for themselves.
To do anything they really want to. Well...
Exactly.
Yeah, so... like you said, not just actors or anything, just anything you want to do, really. First of all, recognize what it is. And you'll know instinctively what it is, anyway. Recognize that. And then recognize it, what you want to do.
Oh, recognize it and then
in yourself first. And not just... And honor that in a way that, to think that you can really do that somehow because other people are doing it. Like you're literally watching people do what you want to do, so why can't you do it?
Yeah.
And especially when you're younger, and especially these days where it's all much very like, oh, look at all these people with their beautiful lives, but you can't have that. No, I think especially nowadays you can do it. And it's so much easier nowadays as well because there's so many more opportunities to get involved and do things. Go to classes, go to a theater group, because like I never thought me going to that theater group because of my friend would have led me to be here today. Like I would have never connected that. So you don't know what's around the corner. So do whatever you want to do, especially if you're happy. I know puberty sucks. Everything seems to be terrible and the world is unfair, but just stick to what you want to do, like, and just go for it. 5 years later, people are probably not. You're not going to be with those people in school anyway. They're not going to remember you.
That's so true. Don't get too caught up with your friends at school because you won't talk to them once you leave school. Yeah.
Oh, and you know what's funny?
Yeah.
Especially if you're one of those people that are, insecure about stuff because people make you feel insecure. Telling you something, and the people, you know who you are.
You know who you are. They know who they are.
Those people will come back to you.
They know who they are.
They will come back to you. They will come back to you and apologize for being terrible. And they will come back wanting to be part of your life as a friend.
When they see you doing your thing and living your dream, they will talk about how they knew you and how they were friends with you. And they will try and creep back into your life.
Totally.
But you just got to give them the hand on that one. Yeah. Pedro, I have one last question for you.
Before we have I even answered that question before this last one?
I think so. Okay, just in case you didn't, summarize it in one sentence.
Right,
what
because
advice?
I'm not really great at that. So In one sentence.
Yes, one sentence. Awkward silence.
No, you can cut that anyway.
It's not awkward silence. No, we're not cutting anything.
We're not. In one sentence. What do you want to do? Tell me. That. Okay. So, take that. Now go onto your phone, tablet, computer, and look up how to become, insert, search. There's so much information wherever you are. If it's out of your city, try, if you're in already in that, it's not a sentence, I know I'm getting off on a tangent again, but if you have the possibility of moving, move. Because just being away from a place that, a comfort zone or a place that will help you, because you just kind of like in a place where you can do anything. And you get that surge of power where I can do anything. So just recognize what you want to do and go for it. In one sentence. Recognize what you want to do, what your dream is, and go for it.
Recognize it, people. Okay, Pedro. How's the tea, by the way?
Great, I just finished the last drop.
Really?
Scrumptious.
Oh, I haven't heard that word in ages.
Lovely.
You're on a desert island.
Mm-hmm. I'm closing my eyes.
Yeah, you're on a desert island. You're walking along, and you can feel the little grains of sand between your toes. Most prevalent is between your big toe and that other toe next to your big toe, whatever that's called.
Specific.
You can really feel the grains of sand there. You feel that?
Yeah. Ooh, pebble.
You're walking along, and you look at something on the floor, and you say, "What is that?" You pick it up, and it's a lamp. It's like a lamp from Aladdin. There you go. You got it. You already know. You rub the lamp.
And Will Smith pops out.
Not quite. A genie pops out.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. His name is like Isaiah. Yeah. He's got like a chain on. He's like a cool genie.
Oh, he's a cool genie.
And he says to you, Pedro Minas.
Yes?
Yeah. He says to you, I'm in a bad mood today, so I'm going to steal your voice away from you. But before I do that, I'm going to give you one chance to say one last thing, and whatever you say right now is going to echo across the entire planet. Everyone on this planet, over billions of people there are, everyone is going to be translated into every language across the world. Everyone's going to hear it right as you say it now. Pedro Minas, before your voice is taken away from you forever and you're on a desert island, what do you say to the entire world?
Drum roll. Stop taking life so serious.
Hey!
Smile more and love freely.
Smile more, love freely. Why are you taking life so serious? Chill out, man. Pedro Minas, thank you so very much.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Yeah. Thank you so much for being on the episode 3 of Cup of Tea. That is a wrap, guys. This was a long interview, but it was worth every bloody second. Thank you so much, man. Honestly, that was good, man. That was good. I'm happy to have you, man. Thank you so much. Maybe we'll have you again on the show another time. Who knows?
Cameo appearance.
It doesn't matter because we're not taking life seriously anyway.
No, we're not.
Thank you, people. Later. Yeah, click that. Click. Yeah.